This is Trash Talk with your host, Garrett the Trash Man.
All right, what is up, everybody? It is Fire Friday, and you are listening to Trash Talk with your host, Garrett the Trash Man, and your co-host, John the Batman Ballard. Donde está las drogas?
I'm Batman.
Where's the drugs?
No say.
No say. All right, dude. So, I don't know which format we're going to use, but let's just roll into our rants.
Alrighty.
Who wants to go first? You want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first.
We'll go first then.
Okay, so my rant today is, and the context of this rant is, I just finished up some projects and some real estate projects, and now I'm moving on to some new ones. And I've kind of been thinking about, like, when you're making a deal for, and not just real estate, but really any sort of deal in anything you're really kind of going into.
Wheeling and dealing.
Yeah. I know that, like, the first one or two I did, remembering how I felt, and then, like, how I go into them now. I guess really what I want to rant about is, like, go into it, obviously if it's not going to be a win for you, then you probably shouldn't be doing the deal, first off. Mm-hmm. But secondly, like, make sure that you're looking at it from the other person's point of view so that it's a win for them. Because, like, I know that I've done deals where I thought it was a great deal for me and a good deal for them, and they really weren't all as excited about it as I thought they should be.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
or you assumed they were.
Yeah, that I assumed. I'm like, oh, this is going to be a great deal for them. Like, why aren't they more excited about this? Or, like, why aren't they, like, pushing this, why are they not thinking this is a bigger win for them as I think it is for them? And then after I put myself in their position, I'm like, oh, okay, so if I were to do this, I can now see that this would make it a lot better for them. Mm-hmm. And it's still good for me, but if I do that, then they're a lot more likely to be happy with the deal. And then we have a good setup if we ever need to do a deal again.
Well, and you may not even need to change anything. It may be just having them see what you see.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just not seeing something. And you're like, oh, hey, well, I thought it would be good for you because X, Y, and Z. Oh, I didn't even see that part of it. Yeah, this works totally. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that's some good thinking, John.
And that, I don't know, because we're kind of moving into some new stuff we're doing, and I've just been kind of like talking with other people that are in some of the stuff we're doing, and then kind of explaining things. I'm like, oh, yeah, that would be good, And then I've also been like, well, I kind of want to do this to, make sure you're taken care of. And they're like, okay, yeah, that'd be great. And going into the deal, it feels a lot different and it feels a lot better.
Awesome. Love it, dude. Win-wins are great. Mm-hmm. The only type of deals we should be doing.
Period.
All right, dude. So I want to talk about something that I've been working on in my life, and that is just like looking at what I want to create and staying focused on that and not paying attention to all the externalities. And what I mean of that is if my intention and what I'm committed to is building a successful business, say it's a successful peanut butter business, I'm going to build a new brand of peanut butter.
Well, of course you would, because it's peanut butter.
Yeah,
peanut butter.
Exactly. And whatever it is, it doesn't matter. It's so easy, at least it's easy for myself, to get caught up in listening to all the externalities. Oh, the market's bad, or the market's turning, or the market's great, or this or that. And hear all these things that really have nothing to do with what I'm creating. Like, I can just go create it. And I get so inspired by listening and learning from people that have gone out and just made it happen regardless of what was going on out there. So it's possible. You know that it's possible to build a business if the economy, quote unquote, if you're not watching it, is bad. Yeah. People that are successful many times just decide that those externalities have nothing to do with what they're going to create, and they're just going to create regardless. Mm-hmm. And so I've really been focusing on that because I can fall into the habit. I enjoy listening to news or political entertainment shows at times, but I definitely know it's a dangerous thing for me to do because I have to watch it, because I will find myself, instead of, in my time to listen, instead of listening to, 80% stuff that's building me up and building knowledge and inspiring me, and 20% just that entertainment that I enjoy. It's very easy that flip-flops on me, and what I recognize is my motivation goes way down. I start having a bad outlook. Like, there really is a huge impact on what you allow to go into your consciousness.
Do you feel like fear starts creeping in?
Fear, oh yeah, fear big time. Because with this whole coronavirus and everything, that's been a big thing. Because every day the market dropped this much, the market dropped that much. It really has nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit more if I was like a day trader or stockbroker. But even then, there's people that make millions and billions of dollars off those drops.
Yeah.
And those that are just like, yep, now it's time for me to get creative and continue doing what I do with the set of circumstances that are here. And so, but I hear that and I've noticed, I start, I don't know if we can, buy this truck that we need because we need this. I get it's a good business choice, but what if next month the whole economy crashes and this, and it's like, oh my gosh, I'm totally operating from fear and acting like I don't have creation power in it, that it's just, that may happen to me and then I'll be, just happen to me. And so that's my rant is don't do your best to not allow those things to sink in and pay attention to yourself and what's happening in you to by what you're putting in or taking it.
Yeah.
Because it's so easy to just fall asleep and not realizing you're just turning on and listening to whatever and letting whatever stream in. But notice, why am I feeling so down? Why is it so hard to get up in the morning? Why is this? Well, if you trace it back, lots of times because you're letting bad stuff go in.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. It's interesting you say that because literally, like maybe an hour ago, I was talking to my brother, and like I just naturally, I like to help people. I like to talk to people. I'm a people person. I'm sociable, and I was talking to him how I've kind of over probably the last year I guess I used to have a habit, good or bad, of worrying about other people's problems too, and like trying to help them.
Yeah.
And saying, hey, hey, here's a suggestion, take it or leave it, and just trying to be involved and help them feel like, I care and want to help them, which isn't a bad thing. But then I realized that it wasn't really doing me any good.
Yeah. Well, I was talking to my office staff about this yesterday. Jordan Peterson, he says something that I find so true in my life, and he says, if you think you're a good person, he says two things. He says, if you say you like your kids, you don't really like your kids, so stop saying that. And if you think you're a good person, stop thinking you're a good person, because you're probably not a good person. And I found like a lot of times when I'm trying to solve everyone's problem, it really isn't about them. It's about me and me wanting to get their praise, get their admiration, and those things. And it's like, it's wrapped up in this cute little box of, but it's like, no, it's about me.
Yeah, I can agree with that. And it's just funny because of late, I've been able to more so just say, hey, you need my help, you know where to find me, and you know that I'll drop everything to come help you. But, I'm going to focus on me and what I want out of life and what I got going on and everything there. And that's kind of my focus. And I've noticed a big difference. Like, yes, I still get plenty of opportunities to serve others and help people. But kind of going off of what your rant's about, I've been able to see a difference in focusing on what I want to do in my life and what I'm trying to create and what I'm trying to accomplish and all that. And so, I just wanted to kind of, it's funny that you said that because I literally just had that conversation with my brother this morning.
Well, and I would imagine that doesn't mean that you're not observant of the world, and when there's an opportunity, even if it's not asked, you take advantage of helping in that opportunity.
Oh, absolutely. But my mindset isn't just like, they have this issue, so I'm going to sit here and try and come up with an answer to all their problems.
Yeah. Oh, and the worst thing for me, and I'm like, I stop us whenever I notice it. I'm like, babe, we've got to make a change. When I notice me and my wife are having conversations, solving other people's problems.
Yes.
And I'm like, what are we doing? Hold up. Let's hit the Jake brake, pull the emergency brake, hit the ejection seat. Nope, we don't need this.
That just brings bad mojo.
Yeah, well, dude, I think we've been talking this whole time, and this is not recording.
Oh, isn't it?
It just froze. But we've got the camera. Yes. But we're done anyway. So, Larson Waste, thank you for sponsoring this podcast. World's Best Trash Company. Listen, if you want to win a year's free trash, we have a contest going on Facebook. All you got to do is enter in your information. We're going to draw quarterly this whole year. Every quarter, we're going to draw one person to win a year free trash. You don't have to be a customer to enter. You can be. And yeah, like I said, one person each quarter is going to win a year free of trash service from the World's Best Trash Company. So
52 weeks, people.
52 weeks. It's a couple, how much savings? It's a chunk. It's a couple $100.
Mm-hmm. All day.
All day. So give us a 5-star review. Tell your friends this is the best podcast. And, smile at someone. Peace.